Hi everyone, today we will be taking a look at how you can best prepare for Dragonflight Season 4, launching on the 23rd of April 2024. This video will show you everything you have a limited time left to achieve before the end of Season 3, as well as what new additions you can expect from Season 4. First up, you have until the end of Season 3 to complete any current tier raid achievements for Yggdrasil, the Dream's Hope. Until Season 4, you still have time to earn the Ahead of the Curve achievement for defeating fyr'alath on Heroic difficulty, which rewards you with the embodiment of Shadow Flame customization option for your renewed Proto-Drake. Unrelated to the achievement, you also have a small chance of looting the embodiment of the Blazing from fyr'alath as well. This can drop on any difficulty. The other raid achievement is Cutting Edge for defeating Mythic fyr'alath, unlocking the Blazing title, a chance at the Anuralos flying mount, as well as being one of 3 ways of earning the Emerald Blossom Dreamstone to enhance the visuals of your tier set appearance. The other achievement is the Glory Raid achievement, which won't be going away with the end of Season 3, but will become significantly more difficult to earn once players move on to Season 4, as you'll either struggle to form a group for it yourself, or have to wait multiple expansions before the raid enters the legacy pool and you're able to farm it solo. The Yggdrasil Glory achievement is called Glory of the Dream Raider, which I have a guide for linked in the description for you. Getting this achievement unlocks the Reins of the Shadow Dusk Dream Saber. Moving on to Mythic Plus, the end of Season 3 means you have a limited time left to complete any Mythic Plus achievements you may wish to earn before they go away. Starting off with the Keystone Master achievement for earning a rating of at least 2000, this will reward you with the Verdant Armoridon mount. There is also the Keystone Hero achievement for pushing your rating up to at least 2500. This is another way of earning the Emerald Blossom Dreamstone that we looked at previously. There is also still a chance to unlock teleports to each of the dungeons in the Mythic Plus pool for Season 3. In order to gain access to these, players must successfully time a +20 key or higher in the corresponding dungeon to earn its teleport. And for the Dawn of the Infinites dungeon, both wings will need to be completed in this way to earn the teleport. These can come in handy in the future for any players who enjoy collecting cosmetics, or even just a convenient way of getting to a specific zone or continent more quickly. Speaking of cosmetics, the end of Dragonflight Season 3 will make it more difficult for players looking to earn random mounts from previous expansions through the Quantum Courser from the Dawn of the Infinites dungeon. The final boss of the second wing, Chronolord Deus, has a chance of dropping the Reins of the Quantum Courser with each kill, and when used, it will turn into a random instance mount from the game that originates from an old expansion. And while Season 3 has been active, this has essentially been endlessly farmable, whereas once Season 3 ends, players will be limited to 1 run per week on Mythic difficulty to have a chance of earning the Quantum Courser. So while it may not be specifically related to any achievements, or even be going away entirely when Season 3 ends, it's still worth noting if you enjoy farming cosmetics from instances, as finding or forming groups for this once Season 4 begins will be significantly more difficult. The last major thing going away with the end of Season 3 are all the current tier PvP achievements and rewards, including the Verdant Gladiator title and the Verdant Gladiator's Slitherdrake customization, awarded after winning 50 3v3 arena matches at the Elite rank. You also have a limited time left to earn the current season's Vicious Saddle, which in this case is the Vicious Owlcat. Another feature of the game that's worth mentioning at this stage is Plunderstorm. Originally, Plunderstorm was introduced as a temporary feature to the WoW client to essentially tide players over in the interim between Season 3 and Season 4. Blizzard also haven't explicitly given an end date to Plunderstorm just yet, so if you were looking to farm all the cosmetic rewards available from the event, including titles, transmog, pets and mounts, it may be best to do so quickly in case you run out of time to get all the renown you need. There are 40 renown levels in total, with each one offering a new cosmetic reward. Even if you were to play 1 match per day, completing the captain's orders for the first time each day immediately grants you 800 rep. and these orders never involve defeating players, so if you don't like PvP, you still have a good chance of earning significant rep. Let's move on to what you can expect once Season 4 launches on the 23rd of April. Starting off with raids, players will be returning to one of 3 Dragonflight raids each reset: the Vault of the Incarnates, Aberrus, or Yggdrasil. Much like Shadowlands Season 4's Fated raids, Dragonflight Season 4 will have a weekly rotation of the 3 raids with a new Awakened affix, activating one raid at a time. You'll be able to see which raid is currently awakened through your adventure journal. The Awakened raid will be scaled to a higher difficulty, bosses will be empowered with new mechanics, and loot will drop at higher item levels, which you can see from the table on screen. The affixes haven't been confirmed as of the time of this video, but if Shadowlands Season 4 is the blueprint to go by, each Awakened raid boss will likely be under the effect of one affix by default, and raid groups can choose to activate a second one by interacting with a console inside the raid. Clearing all 3 Awakened raids on normal difficulty or higher will unlock the Voyaging Wilderling flying mount. Doing so on Heroic or higher unlocks the Awakened Hero title, and defeating all Awakened bosses on Mythic unlocks raid teleports to whichever raids you fully complete. Dragonflight Season 4 will also reintroduce the bad luck protection system in the form of raid currency that we originally saw in Shadowlands Season 4. Players will be able to earn antique bronze bullions through participating in Awakened raids, and they can be exchanged at the 3 vendors in the Parting Glass Inn in Valdrakken, with each vendor offering gear pieces from each of the 3 raids. As of the time of this video, each gear piece costs 2 antique bronze bullions. Also, any gear purchased from these vendors or gear dropped from Awakened bosses sits in its own unique upgrade track called Awakened, with each piece starting at item level 493, allowing it to be upgraded all the way to their maximum Mythic item level. Antique bronze bullions can also be exchanged at a cosmetics vendor in the same area as the gear vendors, who will offer you transmog appearances for every weapon type, in every colour variant, from each raid difficulty across all 3 raids. These appearances cost 1 bullion each. The vendor even sells the Jigglesworth Senior mount, which was previously only obtainable in Shadowlands Season 4 as a reward for completing all 3 Fated raids. Jigglesworth Senior costs 3 bullions. The second new currency coming to Season 4 is the Awakened Tempostone, and the vendor for this is also inside the Parting Glass Inn. This is essentially the Season 4 Omni token, which has a chance to drop from the final boss of each Awakened raid, and with it, players will be able to exchange their Awakened Tempostone for a guaranteed tier set piece at whichever item level corresponds to the raid difficulty from which it dropped, all the way from LFR up to Mythic. Each tier piece from the vendor costs 1 Awakened Tempostone. Dragonflight Season 4 is also bringing with it the reintegration of the legendary weapons nazs'uro the Unbound Legacy from Aberrus and fyr'alath the Dream Render from Yggdrasil. Players with either of these legendaries will be able to increase their base item levels to 502 by using the new Scale of Awakening item, purchasable for 2 antique bronze bullions from the vendors in Valdrakken. From item level 502 upwards, players will then be able to continue upgrading their legendaries through Crests and Flightstones. Moving on to Mythic Plus, there are no new dungeons coming to Season 4. Instead, players will be returning to the original 8 dungeons that we saw in Season 1 of Dragonflight. Along with the new dungeon pool, Blizzard have also heavily revised the dungeon difficulty levels and associated rewards for Heroic, Mythic, and Mythic Plus in response to player feedback. The main changes to be aware of are that Heroic dungeons will have a new equivalent difficulty to Mythic 0 in Season 3 and drop Mythic 0 loot. Mythic 0 dungeons will be as difficult as plus 10s in Season 3 and will drop equivalent loot, but will not involve a timer or any affixes. From there, Mythic Plus dungeons will scale upwards in difficulty, starting with a plus 2 equating to the difficulty of a plus 11 in Season 3, a +5 equating to a +15, a +10 equating to a +20, and so on. As for affixes, there are no new affixes, but the thresholds at which they activate in a key will change in Season 4 to introduce them at key levels 2, 5, and 10. Flightstones and Crest rewards from completing Mythic and Mythic Plus dungeons in Season 4 will match their new difficulties respectively, meaning completing a +5 key in Season 4 will reward you with the same amount of Flightstones as if you were completing a +15 key in Season 3. Drake Crests are awarded for completing Mythic Zeros, Worm Crests are awarded for Mythic 2 to 5 keys, and Aspect Crests come from key levels 6 and above. The Keystone Master achievement for earning a Mythic Plus rating of at least 2000 in Season 4 will award the Infinite Armoridon. And there we have it. That's everything you can be doing in preparation for the end of Dragonflight Season 3 and what you can expect from Dragonflight Season 4. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and if you have any questions at all, please feel free to leave a comment down below. For now though, I wish you a wonderful rest of your day, and I hope to see you again very soon. Bye!